Why I became a prosecutor is whatever I was going to decide to do with my life, I knew that I had to help people. I mean, that's just from the outset. When I went to law school, I knew that I was going to have to use as you know satisfactory to me. I was going to have to use my skills in helping people. I started off in a private practice doing personal injury civil litigation, and I did help people in that regard, but I felt I could do something more. So when I had the opportunity to apply for a child welfare prosecutor position, I figured out that I could be using my skills to help the most vulnerable people in our society, which are children, and what could be more important than that. Best thing about being a prosecutor is when I can go to court and everybody involved, the court, parents, parties, the advocate for the child, Summit County Children's Services, we've come to a point where everything is good. Every kid's ready to go home, parents are ready to take the child home, and we can all kind of get together and agree to this and walk out of court kind of patting each other on the back for the good work that we've done, and all is well with the family. That's really the best. Difficult things about being a prosecutor are those moments that we're always going to have of not knowing. Did somebody really do this heinous thing? What if they didn't? Is this child safe? Is this child going to be safe today, tomorrow, 5 to 10 years from now? We're never going to know absolutely everything. So those incidents, those things that kind of creep into your thought process before you go to bed or when you're not at work, all we can try to do though is try to uncover every stone and be able to advocate for a position that you can feel good about, and hope and pray that everything pans out. The types of cases that have impacted me the most are kind of obvious, the ones I've had to fight the hardest on. And that, by that I mean is that not everybody sees eye to eye, and it's hard to communicate the problem that led to court involvement in some of the parties' eyes, and accepting what happened was bad, why it was bad, and why we need to do all of these things before we can alleviate the problem. I mean, we have children who are exposed to domestic violence, children who are abused physically and sexually abused, children who, despite all of the progress that maybe a parent or a legal custodian has done, is going to suffer from emotional trauma in kind of rekindling a relationship with, or a bond between children and the people that care for them, and also children that are exposed to serious drugs, methamphetamine, fentanyl. So if someone doesn't see why this is a problem and want to fight tooth and nail over it, then you really have to dig and do your best to advocate for the ongoing protection of the child now into the future, and that can be really difficult sometimes. I think a big misconception about prosecutors is that we don't care about people across the aisle from us. I want everyone to succeed and to be a better person, the next day than the day before. If there's anything that I can do in my position, regardless, I'm representing who I represent, parents are being represented, whoever, there's defendants, what have you, that doesn't mean that I can't care or I can't do everything I can in my power to try to resolve an issue, get a child reunified with his family, with his or her family. I understand that, you know, what I go to court every day for might be the most significant part or a very significant part of a child or a family's life. I try to treat every day and every case knowing that.